everyone. You're tuned in to the Current Frequency podcast, bringing you the waves flowing through radical culture. This is episode 3, and I am Savannah Jodie.
And my name is Kearny. And today, well, I've been told not to mention the topics, but I'm going to do it anyway because I want everyone to know what we're talking about. You know what I mean? So we just want to know how important ambition is in relationships, and do celebrities and influencers make good or bad role models? What do you lot think?
Let's start with topic 1.
Let's start off by light-skinned men don't cheat. Just saying. Okay, cool. Go on. Let's get it.
Me. Okay, I actually covered a similar topic, like not this Valentine's Day before on radio. And no, that topic was more like, is financial stability important in a relationship?
Okay.
And the conclusion that we came to was that it's not necessarily financial stability, but ambition. Like, you can be broke, but at least don't want to be broke. You know what I mean? So I feel like it is very important. But then again, there's some people that
are just cool with being lazy
because they're very good looking. Like, it just compensates for the lack of ambition. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's possible.
I don't care what you look like. I actually don't care what you look like. If you ain't got no ambition, we're not doing nothing. If, like, I feel like with that question, it falls down to the question, are you actually in love, or you just with that person because of how they look, if that makes sense? Like, you can't, like, for me personally, you have to be ambitious. Like, if you ain't got a drive to be what you want to be or go to where you want to go to, you're going to make me feel, like, depressed. Do you know what I mean? And I can't feel depressed when I'm around people. Like, I have to be inspired by the person I'm doing the thing with. And it's just, if you're not inspiring, then you can go hit the road, like, straight up.
That's true.
Doing the thing with not even a relationship. Like, that's very rude. That is rude. But they might be one of them people that maybe not have an ambition, but need someone to motivate them to have the ambition, or to obviously lead to the ambition. They might need someone like a motivator behind them in their life.
Yeah,
you know,
I think you go seek help then. Don't go in a relationship looking for help.
No, but not everyone's the same. Some people naturally have ambition. Some people they need to be driven and pushed, innit? So obviously it depends on the type of person that you're dealing with.
Fair play.
Yeah.
So you could be with a girl, and she's dropped out of uni. She's not really sure where she wants to be in life. Right now, all she's concentrating on is just living, staying alive, enjoying life. So technically, she's not really ambitious. But you find her good looking, you get into a relationship with her, and she's still, like, not really trying to do anything with her life. Would you put in the work and be like, okay, listen, you got to pattern up, like, this is what it is?
Well, I would say it, but I think, because for me personally, I think I'm naturally ambitious anyway. Like, I have dreams that I want to go for and stuff. I would like to think her seeing me doing what I'm doing would inspire her to do what she needs to do. And if she's not going to do what she has to do, then...
What's the time frame that you're going to give her?
Fuck. Time frame. Wow.
What, 1 month ain't out, 2 months ain't out?
I don't think I'll put a time frame on it, but if we've spoken about it and you're still not doing nothing about it, it'll just... I wouldn't be interested. I'll just be like,
That's true. But I think another interesting concept is, like, how do you define ambition?
Listen, she's trying to hit me with these bloody rhetorical questions,
go on, boss.
No, but listen, but how do you define ambition? Because, like, say, for example, like, I obviously have dreams, and then I have reality. And just because I'm not pursuing my dreams doesn't mean I'm not ambitious.
Yeah.
Because some people say to me, oh, you're at uni, you're trying to pursue, like, a corporate job or whatever. Like, that's not ambitious. Like, that's a 9 to 5. But why is a 9 to 5 considered not ambitious?
all right, then...
It's a lot of detail right there to take in, you know. You better think about it before you answer this one.
No, this is how I would put it, and this is my theory, yeah? I'm in a position where if I can't... My dreams kind of cost money. So I have to obviously make sure I have money backed up to make sure I can pursue my dreams. So when I say ambitious, I think you have to follow the dream and not what you're working for to make the dream, if that makes sense. So like, for example, there's a lot of people that are just in work, say that, and they're not following their dreams. I wouldn't say that's ambitious. I'd just say you're uninspired. Like, some people go to work to fund their dreams. Some people just go to work. And I think I would know if you're ambitious, if you're actually trying to follow them dreams whilst you're at work, or some people just sit down and wait for their dream to get to them. That's not me. Like, I want to at least, like, say, I done this so that I can expense my dream, if that makes sense. So when it falls down to ambition, if you're not following that dream, then I'll just be like, you're not ambitious. And I mean, you can go to work and want to go up on the field and get promoted and so on and so forth, but a lot of people want like jobs that they don't want to do. So it's like, that's not really a dream to me. That's just working to get by.
So say, for example, now this girl, her dream is to be a banker. So her 9-to-5 role is
her dream, basically.
Maybe is her dream.
Yeah, we can do something, because that's ambitious to me. Like, you get me, car. If you want to be a banker and you got a bank, that just goes to show that you went for what you actually want. Do you know what I mean? So, and that alone is sexy to me. But if you're gonna be working and you're not going for your dreams, it's just like, what are you actually doing? Like, you're working cool, but like, obviously, in today's day and age, a lot of people have conversations about what they want to do, where they want to go, so on and so forth, and then it's not correlating with what they're actually doing. So it's like, are you actually ambitious, or are you just getting by? That's my theory to it anyway. I don't know if that applies to anyone else, but
what's wrong with getting by?
I didn't say there was nothing wrong with it. I just said you're uninspired. Do you know what I'm saying? You're just uninspired if you're just getting by. You're not moving anywhere. You're just like, you have to be. For me personally, ambitious is at least being like, right, I'm going for that, but I'm gonna do this necessary steps to get there. Yeah. Do you get what I mean?
All right, cool. So
I don't want to seem harsh, but that's just. It
depends on the type of person, because I can be ambitious, and then you can see me doing something, be like, oh yeah, he's not serious, he's not ambitious. Yeah. Cool, I might be, but you don't need to know the insides of what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, blah blah blah. Because certain times you have people in life that will want to hear what you're gonna do and then try to F you over, or just like, you know, them bad mind people there.
I hear that.
But some people, they might be ambitious, just low key in the closet doing what they need to do, and then boom. Like, give a couple months and they're just there. And it's like, I didn't know this person did this. I didn't know he owned that, blah, blah, blah. But
I hear where you're going. With that. But do you think that would affect the relationship with your girl or son?
It depends. Like,
for example, you was in a relationship.
Cool. If I was in a relationship, if it's fresh, you don't need to know everything in it. Like, cool, I hear that. It's built on trust, but you don't need to know everything. You just need to know, cool, I've got ambition. I'm not going to sit... No, that's just me personally, innit? I'm not going to just like, cool, we're fresh, I'm going to tell you my whole thing.
No, that's like, different. When it's fairly new, you're getting to know each other. You don't have to say that.
But after a while, cool, understandable, but obviously newly into a relationship, I don't think so personally on my side, innit?
First date, I want to know what you're trying to do. Like,
this is what I'm saying. Just know
I got a goal.
If you're sitting over a meal, like, what are you going to be talking about? You want to know, okay, where do you want to go in life? That's like a standard question.
But do you want to know? Do you know where you want to go in life?
100%. I want to know. I know where I want to go. Whether I get there or not, that's God's plan. But just want to see.
Alright, cool. But on the first date, if you ask me, cool, do I have ambition? Cool, I'll tell you, but I'm not gonna be like, start writing the list.
No,
start writing the list. Cool, this long.
But don't you think in the getting to know part, like, for example, you're freshly in like the dating stages or whatever you want to call it, and as Savannah said, one of the questions would come up, what is it that you want to do? Because I think personally, love is help, innit? Like, how can I help you get to where you want to get to be? Like, and if it's like, oh, I just want to be your girl. It's like, how is your focus on this relationship and you have no income at all? Like, I know it doesn't fall on that, but I always say this theory, and anyone who knows me knows, I always say, two people have to do what they have to do to become better people for each other, innit? And if you're not doing your part of it, then what's the point? There's no
but then again,
correlation. Like, you might as well find someone that's on your same hustling level.
But obviously that's cool. That's you, but in certain realities, that's not everyone.
No, I'm not saying I'm just saying everyone,
in certain realities, that's not everyone. Because in certain relationships, you have a stronger person, you have the less stronger person. You got the stronger person
that's
there
always the
to
case.
Obviously pick them up and all sorts and motivate them.
Yeah,
not everyone thinks like that, and yet to carry them. After a while, it gets annoying. After a while, it does get annoying, but obviously that's how it works sometimes. Isn't it? I'm not condoning it, but that's just the way it works sometimes.
Okay, but another thing is that, like, sometimes, depending on the person, they might see a particular career path or career ambition as, like, not ambitious. So, like, I have friends now that if a guy's ambition was to become a footballer or a rapper, that's unambitious, because what are you doing?
It's basically, yeah.
Yeah. Or even there are other like sort of creative things that people are like, okay, say for example, a guy wants to be a photographer. You can make a lot of money as a photographer, but you can also completely flop as a photographer as well, because you can take pictures. You got to do a little bit for free sometimes. You might have periods where, you know, you don't get any work. Everything is very like freelance.
Inconsistent, basically, yeah.
So like, does that mean they're unambitious? Like, because girls might say, you know what, that's not ambitious. Like, I want to invest in a banker.
If a girl was to judge on a person,
engineer.
I think if a girl was to judge a person based off what they want to do, that's a whole nother conversation. But if you're not like ambitious itself, so like for example, a girl said, "Well, you want to be as you said, you want to be a photographer, but it's not really like it's not paying good. The money in that's not really good."
Yeah.
That's just being judgmental and like discriminative.
That's when you're just out.
Like, I don't really think I have like a proper role model.
No, but I feel like a lot of people have role models, but are not like they're not going to say they have. Like, everyone has role models.
I think like my drama's a bit of a role model to me.
Okay.
But, and obviously she had that little bit of a situation where my drama. Stormzy's gal. Wow. Okay. And she had a little bit of a situation where some old tweets resurfaced of things that she had said that were a bit controversial, and I was a little bit taken back. I don't even remember, but it wasn't good stuff. It was like a little it was like somebody made a joke that was a little bit like racist, and then she had like put laughing emojis for it when it so
what's wrong with that?
So she didn't really.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
Just emphasized.
At the end of the
because
day,
of who she is, and that the fact that she is a role
that's
model.
what I'm saying.
That means she found something funny that shouldn't have been funny.
Oh, okay.
But that's what I'm saying about keeping it real and being fake. At the end of the day, because you're famous or or you're in the public eye, at the end of the day, the normal me will put LOL, but the famous me can't. Why not?
I hear that.
Why can't keep
but
it
I
real?
feel like once you're at
a certain stage,
once you're at a stage where you're an influencer or a celebrity, you now represent a brand, innit? First and foremost, yourself is actually a brand now. So if you're gonna want your brand to be like, you know what, cool, this is how I behave for certain things, and that's on you. Like, if you want to do that, cool. Like,
I'm still
as long as your work's
LOL.
on point, then that's all good. Do you hear me? But
I'm still putting LOL. That's all I know.
And I think that's happening a lot, like with celebrities and influencers, whatever. Like, people are digging into their pasts. And then it's kind of really hard to like, you don't want to see them as a bad role model because of what they've laughed at or what they've said in the past or whatever. But then the media kind of manipulates you into thinking about them differently.
I just think first, like, ultimately we're all human, innit? We're all growing, we're all learning, we're all learning from different like other people, the way people do things, the way people say things, the way people approach situations. We're all learning. So it's like, I mean, we can't expect someone to be perfect when we all make mistakes. For myself, I make mistakes. I like the way my mistakes are paced. I feel like it makes me who I am today. But if we look up to these celebrities and influencers that make mistakes and like tarnish them for that, what does that? For me, I think it says more about the person that's tarnishing the person that said 100%. It, or because it's just you can't do that. That's just, it shows more about the person commenting on what they said instead of what was actually said. You know what I mean? So it's like, for example, the whole situation where it says more about Pete than Paul. You know that whole But yeah, like you can't tarnish someone for that. And as I said, we're all learning. Like if like for example, in a couple years' time, you make mistakes, Corey makes mistakes, I make mistakes. It is what it is. Like, not if you expect perfect from a person, that's when you're just going to be disappointed. So just let people live. And by the way, she's a dope person as well. I see her doing her thing. Yeah. And you just can't tarnish people for that. Nah. Corey, would you say you have any influencers or good role models that you look up to, whether it's bad or good? Well, you wouldn't really look up to a bad role model, but is there a situation where there was a bad role model or someone that had of status that done something and you was just like, oh, you kind of influenced me? And don't say, oh, I'm a G, no one influences me. You get me?
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it's not really. At the end of the day, I wouldn't really look up to you like quickly like that. I would have to like kick back and watch how you move, how you act as a person.
Okay, fair play.
At the end of the day, you can't just be like, oh, raw, like I want to be like him, like I see what he's doing, I rate him.
Yeah.
Kick back, watch that person.
Yeah.
Eventually, like you will see that, boom, they'll fuck up, or they're either gonna be natural, or like you're gonna see something.
Yeah, of course, I heard that.
So I'm saying you're gonna see something.
I heard that.
That means you're looking for flaws, right?
You're not looking for flaws. You're being cautious. 'Cause at the end of the day, it's like, cool, you're being
just
cautious.
being observational to
Because
save yourself.
You could be inspired by the good parts of them and then just disregard the bad parts.
But then the bad parts might be so bad. It's just like, right, I can't really look up to that person. I can't really rock with that person.
No, I hear that.
Everyone has good. And
so you're
good
telling
parts.
me, you're telling me, before they even become your role model, you obviously see like whether they're gonna mess up, or because I think it falls down to where I said people make mistakes in it.
You don't go looking for a role model. Like it just happens sometimes. So at the end of the day,
fair play.
It's not like, cool, I'm walking around saying, oh yeah, I need a role model, blah blah. Let me look.
Yeah,
at
of
this
course,
person.
100%.
But
100%.
yes, obviously it does happen. Obviously, but at the end of the day, you got people around you. Like it depends on the person you are. I watch different stuff, innit? At the end of the day, I'm not just gonna be like, okay, cool, boom, bang, let me just rock with this person. I'm gonna watch how you move. I'm gonna watch how you handle certain situations or everything like that. So obviously, it all depends on you as a person, really.
Sick theory. Well, I think that's
try booking it.
I think we've covered both topics, and it was nice to just talk about it, because once again,